Alrighty, so take 2. Let's try this again. Going over homework for sample space. This was assigned on April the 8th. So we got a coin is tossed and a number cube is rolled. We got to sketch a list or a tree diagram to represent what's going on. So it's been requested, excuse the baby noises, we're just going to have to go with it, that I do a tree. So here we go. So when you toss the coin, yeah, you get heads or tails. And then the second step is to roll a number cube. So what could I get when I roll the number cube? 1 through 6, right? I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when I toss the coin and I get a tails and I roll the number cube, what could I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So that's my 2 steps. Flipping my coin, rolling the number cube. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, it says how many different combinations are possible. So you can do that 1 or 2 ways. You can look at the tree and say, okay, I can get heads 1, heads 2, heads 3, heads 4, heads 5, heads 6. That's 6 options. And I could get tails 1, tails 2, tails 3, tails 4, tails 5, tails 6, which is 6 more options. So how many total combinations are there? 12. Does that make sense? Goodness. Alright. If the number cube lands on a number less than 4, then Simone wins 5 tickets. Okay. If the number cube lands on a number less than 4 and the coin is heads, then Simone wins 20 tickets. Create a list to represent the possible outcomes of Simone winning 5 tickets and 20 tickets. Okay? Oh my goodness. Alright, so 5 tickets. And this one specifically says list, so I'm going to do a list. So to win 5 tickets, it's if a number is less than 4. Does it say anything about what the coin lands on? No, so it doesn't matter. Which means I can do heads and a number less than 4. What's a number less than 4? Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. So I can get heads 1, heads 2, heads 3, and get 5 tickets for any of those. Or I could flip and get tails, right? It doesn't matter what the coin does. I can do tails 1, tails 2, or tails 3. So you win 5 tickets. Does that make sense? Any confusions about that? Some of y'all look like you have questions in your eyes. Y'all just thinking about it? Okay. Okay, that's just from the word problem. That if you roll a number cube and it's less than 4, you get 5 tickets. And then it said, create a list to represent the outcomes for him winning 5 tickets. And then we're going to do a separate list for winning 20 tickets. So I'm not done yet. Alright, now to win 20 tickets, oh, I meant to do that in a different color. Yeah, I did. Silly me. Alright, so to get 20 tickets, it's a little more complicated. You have to do the number cube on a number less than 4, and the coin has to be on heads. That's when you win 20 tickets. So, I can only get on heads, and what's a number less than 4? Right, so heads 1, heads 2, heads 3. That is the only options where I can get 20 tickets. And that's it. You're supposed to just create a list of both scenarios. There was no calculating the number of options.
Why did we do heads 1, heads 2, heads 3, and 5 tickets?
Because on the 5 tickets, it didn't matter what the coin was. It just said if a number cube lands on a number less than 4. Because we're still assuming that a coin is tossed and a number cube is rolled. This situation applies to all of them. Does that make sense? That's why I did heads and tails. Okay. Make sure you get all that copied down. bringing treats for the baby to me. Alright, let's look at 2 and 3. Alright, sketch a list or a tree diagram to represent the sample space of flipping a penny, a nickel, and a dime 1 time each. Okay, interesting. So, here's the thing about a penny, a nickel, and a dime. When you flip those, what are the only options you can get? Right, or heads and tails, right? So, do y'all want me to do a list or you want me to do a tree diagram? Okay, so how about I do both? So, I'll start with the tree. So, first we flip a penny. When I flip a penny, what could I get? Heads or tails. Alright, so this is the penny. You don't have to label that, but that's just to make it more sense. And then we have the nickel. Alright, so say I flip and I get heads on the penny. Then I flip the nickel, what could I get? Heads or tails. Right? And then if I flip the penny and I got tails, but then I flip the nickel, what could I get? Heads or tails. Right? And then when I flip the dime is last. When I flip the dime, what could I get? Heads or tails all the way across. Is anybody confused about my tree?
I'll write mine up separately. Like I would do a T and near that H and T.
Oh, you were specifying. Gotcha. So you just have, so you have like PH, NH, NT, DH, DT? Okay, yeah, that's fine. You just did your extra labeling inside of your tree and I just pulled it outside of my tree. That's all. Okay? So if we were to do this as a list, it would look like this. 1 tree at a time. If I follow my tree, I could get heads, heads, heads. Right? Or I could get heads, heads, tails. Or I could get heads, tails, heads. Or heads, tails, tails. That's on one tree. And on the other tree, I could get tails, heads, heads. Or tails, heads, tails. Or tails, tails, heads. Or tails, tails, tails. Yep. So that's the tree and the list. Any questions? I know it's very unfamiliar. Brand spanking new, but... Alright, number 3. Tyra will flip a red and yellow counter. That is, man, I have some at home. I don't have any here. It's like circles that are like a coin size, and one side is red, one side is yellow. That's what that is. And spins a spinner labeled A through E. So that means it has A, B, C, D, E on it. If Tyra flips the counter and spins the spinner, list only the outcomes in which the counter is read and a vowel is spun. Got it. Alright, so it's up to you. Do we only want to focus on red and the vowel? Or do we want to list out all the options and just highlight or circle the red and vowel? What do you want me to do?
Just do the red.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because that's a lot of options. Alright, so let's focus on if we flip and get red. We'll do R for red. And then I could spin and get a vowel. What's the first vowel I could get? A. So red and A. Or I could get red and what's the next value? Vowel, not value. E, yeah. That's the only ones. Well, that's easy. Well, it's only the outcomes of which the counter is red and a vowel is spun. Yep, that's it. All the other options would be yellow, right? If I flipped the red and yellow coin and got yellow, or got A, B, C, or D. Those are all B, C, and D. Those are the consonants.
I didn't know I could choose, you know, like the R.
That's fine. I just did, I just listed it because it said literally list, but a tree is fine. Any questions or confusions? Alright, number 4. Jason orders a kid's meal and can choose from the following options. He can get chicken nuggets, burger, or hot dog. Apple juice or milk. French fries or fruit. Got it? Some of the possible outcomes are shown at the right. Complete the list to represent all the possible outcomes of his order. Okay? So he can do chicken nuggets, apple juice, French fries. Got it. Chicken nuggets, apple juice, fruit. Got it. Chicken nuggets, milk, French fries. Or chicken nugget, milk, fruit. So that's all the chicken nugget options, right? There's no other chicken nugget options. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 chicken nugget options. It's probably going to be 4 burger options and 4 hot dog options as well, right? Burger. I mean, you literally could follow this pattern. Burger, apple juice, French fries. See, it's food, apple juice, French fries. Food, apple juice, fruit. Food, milk, French fries. Food, milk, fruit. So let's follow that pattern. Food, apple juice, French fries. Food. Oh, they broke the pattern. Rude. Let's see. I'm gonna find the next one. Food, apple juice, fruit is there. Food, milk, French fries. Good. So they're missing the last one.
Burger, milk.
Yes, burger, milk, fruit. So that's what we're supposed to add. And I'm going to abbreviate. Burger, milk. Double F is going to be French fries. Single F is fruit. Yeah. Because ain't nobody got time to write all that out. Alright, so there's all of our burger options. Hot dog, we need 4 of those, so we're missing 1. So let's see. Food, apple juice, French fries. Food, apple juice, French fries. Got it. Food, apple juice, fruit. Food, that's what we're missing, right? Which is the hot dog, apple juice, what was it? Fruit?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. But we've got food, milk, French fries, food, milk, French fries, food, milk, fruit, food, milk, fruit. Cool. So we're just missing one of the burger options and one of the hot dog options. Cool. Any questions about any of those 4?
Does it matter the order? Does it mean I added the hot dog one first?
No, it doesn't. You can interchange any of them. Alright. Hopefully that wasn't too bad.